Hey guys, and welcome back to Grounds Family Farm. Abby and I are out here taking care of some chores today. It's been raining all morning and we finally had a break from it, so we were like, we better take care of that before it starts raining again, because I think tonight we're supposed to have some more storms, maybe tomorrow as well. But we have been doing a lot in the garden here lately, and I was going to show you kind of what we've been up to with that, but also introduce you to new faces. We've got a new face out here in the mama pen. Oracle finally gave birth, so I'm going to show you what we've got going on out here and kind of tell you about some crazy stuff that happened over the last few days, because we were just kind of shocked at how everything went, and then we kind of have some sad news too. So stick around for that, but first I'm going to show you what we've been doing in the garden and how much work we've gotten done down there, because it is really looking nice.
So I've been dealing with this messed up seat for a long time now, and it's gotten where every time we get a little bit of rain or something that it gets your rear end wet, and I'm tired of dealing with it. And it's actually to the point that it's starting to rust out on the bottom. One of these seats from John Deere is outrageously expensive, which is one of the reasons I held off. But I lucked out and got to searching Amazon, and supposedly this seat will fit my model tractor. We're going to find out. I bought it. The problem was when it came in, I got to looking, and the bottom of it is made different than the seat that's already on it. And so the bracket wouldn't work. But then I found a universal bracket that's supposed to work too that I've got on here. So we're fixing to see if we can get the seat swapped out. And then we got some more work to do down in the garden.
Yeah, it'd be lovely if it does, because that would be a much cheaper replacement.
Definitely.
It's just crazy how bad it had gotten.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to pull this pin out right here. Let's not lose that, because we got to have it. And I also found, whenever I started looking, I ran into another problem too, which we're going to find out. Show you what that is too. So, this pin, when you pull it out, it won't come all the way out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's close, but it just won't quite get there. So what I'm going to do, rather than try to take this fender off just to take that pin out, I'm just going to drill a hole in it. If you had a brand new tractor, I probably wouldn't recommend this, but this one is not, so I'm going to give it a try. And hopefully, okay, that doesn't look too bad.
No.
Didn't drill into the tire. That's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
So now we can just slide the pin out and not have to take the fender off.
Yeah.
Okay. So this seat comes off. You can see how bad that really was, because like I said, I was trying to get every bit of use out of it I could.
Yeah, the other day, whenever I was on it to move the tractor around, it was still slightly damp, and it had been a couple days since it rained.
I wonder if the goats ate that corner off, because I don't remember that corner being
Yeah, and
gone.
those two little girls have been all around.
Yeah.
Little girl goats is what I'm talking about. Okay. It looks so pretty on there. I hope it works.
Yeah, me too. I said it should. It has a bunch of different places to screw it in on the bottom, so I may have to see if that's going to sit right where it's at or if it needs to move. Well, that seat's a lot harder than the other. It sits like firmer and more straight back, which that one I think was before it broke in. I think I remember it not being quite as hard on the bottom, but I'm not worried about that. But I think this is a good... I think I'll leave the bracket where it's at.
Yeah, I definitely know that your other one had it sat further back than it used to, because when I sat in it the other day, it'd been the first time in a little bit, and it seemed like it was further back even than the time before.
Yeah, like I said, I think part of it was because it started rusting.
Yeah.
But hopefully this is an easy fix.
If so, that is wonderful.
Okay, so now we should just have to pop that in. That little cotter key back through. course, it's my bad finger.
Need me to do something?
Huh?
Need me to do something?
No, I just gotta get it where I can bend it without having to use the tip of that finger that's split.
Yeah, that's awful whenever they split like that. And then, especially on your dominant hand.
Use these miniature vice grips I brought.
So this is the tiniest pair I think I've ever seen.
They work though.
That's good.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna have a firmer seat to it, but that is fine. So now we have a good seat. And the thing I really like about this one is it actually has a drain hole in the middle. So
Yeah, I noticed that.
this one always held water.
Yes.
And was a problem, so.
And then no matter how many times you flip it up, I mean, if the
The
wind
wind
catches
always-
or something, it'll flip it back.
Yeah, the wind is always blowing the opposite way of the way that you park it that it should.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this one, like I said, we got a lot of use out of it, but now we have a good one.
Yep.
Now we can get the stuff we need to collect to go down to the garden, and we're going to get our cucumbers trellised, hopefully.
Yay!
Okay, so we're fixing to trellis these. We're going to use cattle panels that we had left over from the pen we took down. And we've got all the cucumbers kind of laid back where their stems are exposed on this side. And we're going to lay the panel out first and drive our T-post. And I'm actually going to use those lockjaw clips to fasten the panels to the post because there's no pressure really here. It's all downward pressure, so I think they should work out just fine.
Yeah, it ought not be as bad since there won't be animals on it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 24. So the middle one would be 12, but we're 3 off each end. So 6 off of that would be 18. So 9. 9. It'd be right in the middle, but I'm going to put it on just past that because I don't want. You can walk on the panel if you use.
I was afraid it's close to some of those plants. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Do you need another post?
What?
Do you need another post?
Yep. And we'll put this one up because it may not actually take this many posts. I don't know. One on each end might work, but I just don't know how much weight it's going to have with the cucumbers.
Right now, probably not a lot, but eventually.
That's what I'm saying. Because I think I don't know if I want that right on the ground or if I want to bring it up off the ground a little bit. I just didn't know about if we have to weed again, if it's easier if it's not on the ground.
It won't matter.
You said it.
Because if I weed again, everything here will be easy to get to on this side. Which I'm saying if, it probably should be a when, but.
Yeah.
I need to get to the other row of peas, and I was going to today, but I didn't feel up to it, so.
So you wimped out on me, huh?
Kinda. These headaches are no joke sometimes. Are you putting any more on these? Or?
What? Yes.
Yeah.
The thing I want to do, just one at the top, since it's sitting on the ground. Just one at the top and one at the bottom. Because it's just holding it from falling over.
This is gonna look good.
Let's hope.
Yeah, I wish we'd realized about taking that pig pen down, like you were saying the other day, because then we could have done your little arches.
Definitely would have done the arches if that was the case.
Next year we're doing the arches.
Surely that'll work.
I think so.
Probably will. Still just go ahead and put 3 posts per panel just to keep it easy.
Okay. Just tell me when to stop.
Stop. Just kidding. Whoa. And I may let these overlap just, well, no, it's not going to matter. Let's just,
Yeah.
I can just butt up even.
Yeah, some of these cucumbers will actually be ready soon.
Yeah, push that one in a little bit. Or maybe this one don't need to be as much. I don't know. Here, let's just...
Lay it out.
Yeah. And then I got to thinking we may be like a piece of a panel short.
Yeah.
Because I was planning on us extending these on out and we forgot and planted tomatoes. So it is what it is. You can just stick them all on the top and then come back with the other ones. That's fine too.
So I'm assuming these others right here are okay. They just stems look funny.
All the stems look funny though. It's like they split.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
But I'm just gonna go with it, and if they break, then I'll just run the tiller down that side. We'll plant seed and start over.
They still look
But
good.
we'll already
though.
have the trellis up.
Yeah.
But the plants look great, other than just those stems looking.
And they've grown since the other day whenever I was
And
weeding
it's
them.
probably all that water
Oh, yeah.
is what made them split.
Very
Since
true.
we had so much rain, because they're kind of particular and like the same amount of water.
Okay.
Okay. 2. Gracias. Okay, so now what we're fixing to do is trellis our cucumbers, and then we're going to have to do some pruning on them too, because they've got way too many little runners going off of them, and we want the plants to grow first before we worry about them trying to produce too many cucumbers. But you can kind of see they're in a big mess, but you know what this is called. A tapener, whatever that means. But we bought this a long time ago to use in the high tunnel. But basically what it does is it's got a piece of tape here, and then you go around to trellis, you'll squeeze it, it cuts it and puts a staple in it. And so then you've got a loop that's going to actually hold the plants to the panel. And so then we'll just run these up. And I think what we're going to do is let them grow over the top and back down.
Yeah.
To give them kind of some room to do what they need to do.
Yeah, then as they grow, you can just use that more and more if you need it.
Yeah, which once they make it to the top, we should just be able to let them kind of go. But also, it's pretty easy. This stuff is stretchy where it should kind of expand with them, but it's also easy enough to just cut off too, if we have to. But yeah, this one's got a couple different lines growing, so we're just gonna let them both go. Leave some slack so that they do have some room, and then they'll grow up there. But we may want to go ahead and get the pruners and prune these as we go.
Yeah.
So it's not too big of a mess. Because I think that we probably need to cut all of these bottom leaves and blooms and stuff off to give the plant more time to grow. Okay, so I'm using these really small, I don't know, cutters, whatever you want to call them, because these are really delicate down here and there's a lot going on and not a lot of room. So I'm just going to take off these leaves. This will also promote airflow and help all that good stuff too for the plant. So I hate to do this, and if we'd have done these right away, it wouldn't be so painful to cut these off. Which these may still be. Like that one. We'll probably save that.
Yep. Cucumber.
There's a little one too, you might be able to.
Yeah.
Not a lot to them, kind of like our feast last night.
Yep, but it was delicious.
Yeah, like I said, it's mainly just to give you a taste of what's to come. But yeah, it's just, like I said, It's painful right now to do this, but in the long run, the plant will be healthier for it.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, you gotta look at the long picture.
If it'll produce better in the future, then
I'll leave those upper ones.
yeah.
Just because, but I think that'll work.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Then basically what I'm doing is just kind of digging through here and finding the longest vines on it, and that's what I'm running up, and then I'll just trim off of those.
I'm glad we're finally getting to this because it needed to be done.
Yeah. It's just going to take a while. Don't look near as pretty right now,
But it's gonna work out better. It's gonna be worth it.
but in the long run, like once they grow in as we go, this whole thing will be a solid green wall.
Mm-hmm. Because
We just got to get to that point.
yep, our cucumbers usually do really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was really, really dreading this initially because of
It looked so
the way it
bad
looked.
that it was so overwhelming that I was like, there's no hope. So I was like, I'm going to try mowing this, tilling up everything that I can till up, and then maybe the other stuff won't look as bad, and that worked.
It definitely did.
Because before I was like, there's no way we're going to get this done.
Yeah, he sent me an after picture and I was like, oh wow, this is great. I wish I had a before picture.
I should have taken one, but I was just worried about getting it done because I didn't even know if it was going to work.
Well, and you were on a limited time schedule too because you had to work that day,
Yeah.
that evening. And it took you all morning to get it to that point.
Some of these, I'm not real sure as thin as these bases are,
Yeah.
if they'll recover or not.
Well, we should know soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then that way we have plenty of time to replant if we need to do that. Which cucumbers do pretty good. Pretty easy, so.
Yeah. Yeah, if we have to, it's not really the end of the world. But I think I'm about to call it quits right now. Because, like I said, it's probably already 8 o'clock.
Maybe.
Since the stays late. Light's so late, and I'm at the end of a variety.
Yeah, after this entire row is weeded, then we'll still have to go through and get the squash and zucchini and stuff. Because it's pretty bad through there. Abby actually came through and cleaned out the center of this row pretty good. Like in between the rows.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure what she was doing the other day, but then once I came down through there, I could tell. It's very helpful.
Since they're getting bigger and spreading out now, if they've got that Johnson grass out of the way, they should be able to take off a little better.
Yeah, shouldn't let them choke it out anymore.
But then, like this smaller stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it'll probably keep that choked down.
Thank you. And thank you for helping me weed these, because
At least got you, what,
third of the way.
64 feet. Because we got 32 and 32.
How long
Because you
is the
start at the end of that panel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long's the row?
300 and something.
Fifth of the way.
Yeah, it might be. I don't think it's quite 400 feet. I think it's 3 something.
So, fifth of the way.
It might
But,
be 4.
I mean, this much got weeded that quickly, so there's hope. These aren't quite as bad
Which,
as...
like I said, once I get all these, I'm going to take the tiller through here.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we get to that far end,
Mm-hmm.
what I may do is in between the squash and the peas, get the wild badger, the hedge trimmer part,
Mm-hmm.
and just run it right along the middle to knock
Yeah.
those down. And then you can pull the ones in a row, and I'll take the tiller until those others under.
Yeah. Okay, so it's after 8 o'clock this evening, and we still need to go in and get supper done after we do chores and all that, but I wanted to show you what I've gotten done. That's what I have left, which still looks like a lot, but bring you down here to where...
This is what I've done.
Yeah, that's what you've done. He has come through and helped me with that, what is that tool called? Stirrupo. I keep forgetting the name of it.
I also pulled Big Johnson grass.
It is really, really awesome. It has helped tremendously. It's way better and way easier to use than a regular hoe for these weeds. And it can get a lot closer to the plants too without tearing something up. I won't let the kids put it up close to the plants because I don't want them to mess it up. But yeah, way down there is where our cucumber patch is. So I stopped at the end of those cucumbers a couple nights ago. Yeah, we had to take last night off because it was rainy and felt like that was God saying take a break because we have been going on this garden. But we've been trying to get this done as quick as possible because it's supposed to have some rain in like a day and a half.
Yeah, and I got the cucumbers finished up down there. We'll go show you those in a minute, kind of show you how they look and how they'll look after a couple days. But first, since we're on this end of the garden, we're going to go see if we have any zucchini and patty pan squash.
Yeah, because I would love to have some for supper tonight.
Alright, so zucchini's down here. Not gonna lie, I did weed some of these, so I do know that we do have some stuff. A little better than the other night.
Oh. Maybe more than one. Oh, that's a good size.
Yep, got a nice size zucchini there.
I like it.
That.
Yep.
Okay, these have some, but they're still a little small. Keep working our way down and see. This one, I don't know if that's going to form right or not. We'll wait though. Here's another one. I am going to go ahead and pick some of these that I will probably leave another day, but tomorrow we're supposed to have some storms, so who knows if we'll make it back out.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like tomorrow afternoon or evening, so hopefully if I get home from work in time, since I get off at noon, maybe I can come down here and finish my weeding. If not, then I guess the weeds will live another day.
Yeah, I'm just going to show. Okay, these are butternut squash that we have starting down here.
Oh, those look good.
Yeah, they still got a ways to go, but they're starting to form. And I'm going to let Kimberly pick the patty pan because I want y'all to see how nasty she is.
Nobody ever said that weeding
Yeah.
is a clean job.
She is disgusting.
Yeah, I am completely covered. I'm going to change colors like probably 3 times by the time I am done washing.
I'm going to hose her down with a water hose before she goes in.
Oh, I don't want that on my floors, so yeah.
Okay, she's fixing to check out the sunburst or patty pan squash.
Yeah. Oh, yay. That's exciting.
Oh, I see something down in there. Oh yeah,
That's a good
nice
size.
size one.
The other one the other night was borderline too big. That's still a little small.
I thought it was good. You just gotta slice it a little thinner.
Okay.
No.
Oh, you mean
The one the other night.
No. I was like, that's small to me. I was gonna take a double
Yeah,
it.
no, that's good. Now if you're a market gardener, they pick them when they're little bitty things.
Yeah, which we did whenever we did do markets.
Yeah.
This is probably a slightly smaller, but it's
Like I
still
said, I
good
don't
size.
know if we're gonna make it out tomorrow, so
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
better safe than sorry.
Big one down here.
Boy, you are so sweaty.
I know.
I am too, probably. I
I'm
just can't
covered
see
in
myself.
mud because of the sweat and the.
Is that other one good or not?
It's
You
really
could-
small.
Okay, then leave it.
Well, I say that. I think it's.
I just couldn't
overgrow.
tell from up here.
It's gonna overgrow if we leave it.
It's whatever. Whatever you think.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just could see
small, but-
white from down here. Now that is huge.
Yeah. This one's one we're gonna have to.
That's one we probably should have picked
Yeah.
the other
yesterday.
day.
But I mean, yes. Well, the other day we didn't see any more.
No, they were small then. But is that the last one? Or is
Yeah,
there...
that's the last one.
Okay, so this is our haul of cucumbers. Like I said, on the stuff I was trimming, I just went ahead and got all the ones I could because we can slice those up and it'll be a nice little treat.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. Because what I did the other night was even though they were teeny tiny little cucumbers that we had, I just took them in, sliced them up real small, put them in the fridge, and we just ate them with our meal.
Yeah,
and everybody loved it.
Bites.
Izzy ate way more than the rest of us.
Yes, yeah, whatever was left she got, which there wasn't a whole lot.
No.
Okay, so here's the cucumbers. They look kind of droopy because I had to do a lot of trimming and put them up, but come down here and I'll show you the ones I did the other day and you'll see how much they'll liven up just after a couple days. So like these, all the leaves are drooping down, and then you have these right here, which look the same as those, but now their leaves are upright, they're real perky, and they're growing good.
Yeah, so that's just the difference that a couple days can make.
Yeah, so we're just gonna let these, and the tendrils are already starting to wrap around the fence too, but we're gonna let these grow all the way up to the top and then grow over the top, and then we should be able to, by keeping the leaves trimmed, be able to harvest pretty easily. So looking forward to that whenever they finally start producing good, which we'll let them bush out more. Initially we just want them to mainly get height and then let them bush out.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's why we trimmed down so much.
yeah, because it promotes airflow to try to keep them from getting diseased and stuff like that as well. But once we get them over the height, all these, each one of these leaves has a little, it's like a sucker on a tomato. I don't know what they call it here, but it'll actually grow out to make a new fruiting branch. So
nice. Yep.
Looking forward to that. Ready for a lot of cucumbers. And then, of course, here's the peas. They look a lot different. But you can see these have grown a bunch.
Yeah.
So if they got opened up where they could get sunlight and airflow and...
Yeah, these shoots are new. Those were not there whenever I weeded them the other day. So.
These down here are even more.
Yeah. Yeah, like, look at that. That's a huge plant.
Yeah, so they're really putting on some growth. So hopefully these will do well.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And it's good to be able to see this because it's a little disheartening sometimes when you stand right here and look down that row and you just see, solid weeds all the way from there down. I mean, that's a little disheartening, but I mean, I guess in a couple hours, this is the amount of progress I've made. So that's good. And tomorrow, I mean, probably an hour and I will have the rest of them done, I bet.
Aphids.
Oh no.
Yeah, these little green bugs. I'm pretty sure aphids is what that is.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
No, so hopefully getting these weeds down will help with that. And it doesn't look like they're real bad, so I may not try to do anything just yet. But if so, then I may look, because I think neem oil.
Yeah, I think it's specifically.
I think that will work. It's a organic stuff you can put on them, so I think that will work for aphids. So
yeah,
we'll have to deal with that. But the potatoes look really good too.
Yeah.
I was looking the other day, and there's not like a whole lot of potato bugs or anything. There's a few grasshoppers and stuff where they've ate holes in them, but not potato bugs. So doing good on that so far, and they're growing really good.
Yep. And left this in the middle of the in between the two rows because he can come through with the tractor through this spot once it dries up and till it under, and it won't be a problem anymore. But it is too far from here to the goat pen to be able to take this grass.
Correct. Plus Johnson grass at certain stages can be poisonous to animals, and it has to do with either the weather, like if it gets cold, like after a frost or something, and drought and stuff like that. And I don't know if whenever you pull it, if that signals like, hey, it's in a drought, and it'll do that. Now I know once it dries completely, like for hay, it's safe, but it's getting to that point because we'd have to leave this for a while for these stems to dry out. Yeah,
so that is why we're not taking it up to the animals. I know I had a couple people ask me about that in the last video, but like I said, the other thing is that it is way far up there to our animal pens from this garden by design, because we really don't want the animals close to the garden where if they got out,
they could
eat it all. Plus, I mean, we are close to the road too, and don't want our animals on the road.
Correct.
Fixing to head in here to the mama pen so I can introduce you to a new face on the farm. And while I'm getting in here, because it's gonna take me a minute, I'm going to share some footage with you from the other day of what happened because it was really, really crazy. Okay, so a bit of a situation this afternoon. Oracle had her babies last night. Beautiful, beautiful, healthy babies. But today we've been outside working. We were in the garden and all that. And then the girls decided to come check on them. They were fine this morning, but they could not find either one of the baby boys. It is crazy because, I mean, they're tiny. They were born yesterday. So we finally found this one. And he is doing okay. What? You found him? Okay. They found him out in the cow pasture. What?
Are you sure that's him and not one of the others?
Make sure it's not one of the others. It's loud and I don't have a mic on because I wasn't expecting to record right now. But
Yes.
what? Holy cow! What are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, that's definitely him.
That's so dangerous though.
I mean, they're a day old.
I mean, from way over there. Hey, buddy.
I'd just about given up that he was even here.
I know.
I'd been checking Blizzard to make sure that he didn't do something. Like, I'd checking to make sure there wasn't any red on him, and there wasn't, and I just didn't have a clue.
Hey, take him back to his mama because she is frantic right now.
And we tried turning her out to go find him, but she just was eating, so maybe she didn't have a clue where to even start either.
Yeah.
And as you can hear, it's feeding time.
Yeah, this is crazy because we had no idea that he would. I mean, I've never seen a baby goat travel that far.
Not a day old.
Not at a day old, no. Hey, can you watch that? Hey, Mama, he's here, baby. He's here. Hey, go ahead and go through the gate. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she is scared to death. Poor Mama. Okay, this is the little gate. We found the other one right here in the grass. All right, Abs, I'll hold this open for you. That way we don't have to undo the bottom one.
Scared me.
He scared all of us. But I guess we'll kind of introduce you to these babies once we kind of let her see that he's okay. Oh, there we go. She's happy again.
If we're going to do stuff like that, we may have to figure out something else to his pen.
Yeah, because that's not going to work.
I'll give him one more chance.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Mama, are you better now?
Yeah.
Are you better? Is your other one all right? He's just laying around. And maybe he was nursing longer than the other.
Oh, sweetie.
Is he nursing?
Yeah,
Okay, so maybe the other one's just not hungry.
he may not be because, yeah, he was over by the pen. She's been licking him and checking him and stuff.
There's your baby.
What are you doing? Are you sniffing both of your babies?
She was like flaming her lips like,
Yeah, but they are both boys and they are both adorable. So
I know.
here's the one that we found right outside the fence. He is sweet.
He looks like Oracle. And then Johnny looking baby.
Only having boys.
Look at those moon spots on this pretty
He looks
boy.
like Johnny. He's so
Yeah,
beautiful.
he's got beautiful moon spots, but she is finally calm. She has not been calm. She's been
Oh,
frantic.
yes. Look at her lips.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to let them both nurse? I hope so. What are you sniffing? I know, I smell like sweat. Olympia's been over here like licking my arms. Cause, like I said, we've been out in the garden, so I guess I'm salty from sweat. You good now, Mama? You good now, Mama? Yeah, she is so much calmer. She was just crying and frantic, and it was so sad. And she kept sniffing of little George here, just trying to see if it was hers.
Is that you good? Yeah.
Mama, you gonna let them both? Yeah. Feel his sides compared to her other baby.
Oh my goodness. Tiny.
He doesn't feel like he's been nursing good? Okay.
Squinched up and tiny.
Well, let's go try. Let's kind of see if we can put him on. Let him nurse. Because that's something we're gonna have to watch and make sure.
Yeah, you definitely have no milk.
Well, we're gonna have to figure out what to do about that because I'm not real sure.
Look, baby.
But we'll keep you updated on if he's nursing or not. Because
You get this one. Look.
he's not nursing.
No, he's just.
We have to milk her out a little bit and then bottle feed him and see if he'll take it.
Oh, don't step on your baby. You little goofball.
Yeah, I don't really know.
What's crazy is this one looks like Dad and this one looks like Mom.
Yep, they
So
do.
beautiful. And this one has a little bit of Johnny on right here.
So as you can see, that was really, really crazy. We had no idea that a 1-day-old baby goat, actually 2 of them, would actually get out of the pen. I can't believe, because you know where the cow pen is.
Right there.
It's way over there, and he was all the way over by the bulldozer. I mean, how in the world did that happen? I'm just glad that the girls found him, because, I mean, we had kind of given up hope a little bit. But let me introduce you to this little man. He does not have a name yet. We are still working on it.
We call him Moonspot Boy.
He is covered in these beautiful moon spots, though. I mean, look at that coat.
And look at his ear.
It is beautiful.
He looks like Johnny.
Yep, he looks just like his daddy. Unfortunately, his brother did not make it. We're not really sure exactly what happened to him either. We knew he wasn't acting right when we found him outside the pen. We took him back in, tried to get him to nurse. He would not nurse. He wouldn't latch or anything. So we pulled him out. We bottle fed him, put him back with Mama. He was doing okay, it seemed like. But it took a lot to get him to nurse or to take a bottle every time even. We were milking Mom to be able to feed him. And we were doing that several times a day. And Kevin had just fed him the next day. And he still wasn't standing very well, and he wasn't really getting around too great. And he was perking up. I mean, he could stand some, just not for very long. Girls went back and checked on him probably 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes later, and he was gone. So something wasn't quite right. We just don't know what it was. Not necessarily for us to understand, and that stinks that this is not the first baby that we've had to lose this year. But we are glad that this little man is healthy. He is doing really well, and he's already growing a lot. And Oracle's a good mama too. I'm going to show you how she's doing. She's over here eating right now. That's why I wasn't bothering her earlier. And she's a good mom, but she also doesn't mind it if we're out here with him or holding him, because she has not really paid him much mind since he's been making noises and all that with us. He is tiny, but he is growing. You're a sweet boy.
He's the boy.
Gotta be careful out here since it did rain. That's a low spot in this pen and it gets a little slippery. Hey, Oracle. You're such a good mama. Hey. Girls, why are y'all over here? Y'all have your own pen and y'all have food. I gave y'all food too.
Let's leave Oracle alone.
They're not bothering her. She's just getting greedy. Mama, you're fine. I gave y'all plenty of feed earlier, but y'all all choose to clump right here. Oh, you got George?
George.
Yeah, there's George. George is getting really big. Hey, be careful, because you'll slip on that spot.
We have George, Almighty George, and Moonspot Boy.
Almighty George. I don't know why they call him that, but he's just a couple weeks older, but he is so much bigger than this little guy.
You're so cute.
Their coats are a little different too.
George.
Yeah, you probably have to let George down because he
I love you, George.
wanted down. But yeah, Olympia and Oracle now have their babies out here. And Oracle has a huge bag on her, but she is not quite as easy to milk. So we've been having to kind of work on that a little bit. We're probably almost to the point where we can actually get milk instead of just having to worry about it just being colostrum. So that's good. We'll be able to start getting a little more milk because she has a ton. I know whenever we were milking her that night and the next day for her baby that didn't make it, she had so much, and she was so easy to milk. I mean, as far as, like Cicely, it took some effort and there wasn't as much there, but these girls,
There is so much.
they have a lot. And they are still so fat.
Separate.
But yeah, so he's doing well, and we're happy about it. I don't know who's hollering over there.
It's Apple.
Oh,
Apple's just screaming over there.
Apple makes a lot of noise. But then we got Miss Nutmeg over here that is also definitely pregnant.
I wonder what your baby's gonna look like.
I don't know, probably.
Probably like this.
Don't know. Well, except Johnny's the dad for her baby too. So maybe we'll have some more moon spots, but her bag is looking pretty full too. So I can't tell you at all when she might be due. It could be honestly any time. The way she's looking and her bag is looking, I figure it'll probably be pretty soon, but her bag is nothing like the other two girls. They have a very large bag and she does not quite so much, but that's okay. They're just a little stockier than she is just all together. Hey Johnny boy, how are you? You checking on everybody? Hey buddy boy, you checking? Yeah.
Look at him compared.
Yeah.
They have the little white spot on their head.
Yeah, he is.
White all over again.
He got so much of Johnny's color.
Yeah.
Hey, sweet girl. What's up? You lurking, thinking that maybe I'm gonna, go grab some more feed or something? You don't need any more right now. Y'all don't need that much.
What is it?
She's just hanging out up here by the fence.
And is that the one that bolt across pasture?
Yeah.
She's a lot better now.
Yeah, she's a lot better about it now.
Oh, you're so sweet.
He's so precious. I just love this little guy. He's so soft. But yeah, we are super thankful that we have another healthy baby, even though we are sad that his brother didn't make it because he was super cute too and he was really sweet. But I mean, things happen and sometimes there's problems, and I know that's farm life, but it doesn't make it any less difficult sometimes.
I was wrong.
But we've still got to go finish these chores. I've still got one more pen of animals to feed, and that means I'm gonna have to get out there, and I'm probably gonna throw a little bit extra feed out for Rascal just because he's been feeling a little wild here lately, and he actually has been headbutting Kevin a few times here lately, and I don't want to be on the receiving end of that myself either.
Me neither.
No.
I'd probably ride him.
So yeah, we've got to go feed these guys, but wanted to share the new baby and tell you about that crazy deal that happened, because I could not believe that this little bitty thing traipsed all the way into the next pasture. I mean, it's still crazy to me to think about, even though, I saw them physically bring him back. Wild. But we appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will catch you next time at Grounds Family Farm. Bye, guys.
Bye. Peace.